In the first video I showed you that Barry can go bad, so maybe Barry the Future Flash is Savitar, or is Savitar Barry's time remnant from season 2? Let's find out. Hi Team Awesome! If you didn't watch the first video, you can find it under the eye icon in the upper right corner, and don't forget to subscribe if you like my videos. Now let's dive into my theory why I think that Barry Allan is Savitar. Savitar himself stated that Barry imprisoned him into the Speed Force and that he went insane in it. In the final episode of the second season, where Zoom wanted to destroy the multiverse, Barry created a time remnant of himself to help him battle Zoom. If you find the concept of a time remnant confusing, let me just say that a time remnant is a copy of Barry which he created by running back in time. This way we get two Barrys independent from another. As the remnant decided to run far beyond his limits to create a counter wave to stop Zoom's beam, he disintegrated and was pulled back into the Speed Force. As we know from the comics, that is where the speedsters go when they die, but in this case I don't think the remnant died but was just pulled back into the Speed Force, as the Speed Force does not allow speedsters to fiddle with time, and the effect looked almost the same way as the one where Barry in the second season tried to gain his speed back and disintegrated and was pulled back into the Speed Force. In the 15th episode of season 3, where Savitar for the first time in the episode speaks through Julian, I've got convinced that Savitar is actually Barry, as he knew stuff like that Reverb said to Cisco he could be a god but decided to stay small. He also said one thing that convinced me that he is Barry. Savitar said to Barry that the biggest enemy Barry ever had and will have is me. It's always been me. If you think about it, the biggest enemy of Barry was always himself. He was always the biggest obstacle to himself and always caused a lot of problems by himself. Like the Flashpoint timeline, going back and changing things, then changing them again to reset the Flashpoint timeline, and so on, times and times again. Savitar is also written the same way Barry's dialogue is written. As he talks to Joe, he says, "I didn't ask for anything like this, Joe. I'm like this just because of you all." I could swear I heard Barry on several occasions saying something similar to Joe and Iris over the past seasons. Then Barry asks, "When do we meet?" And Savitar says, "You are there when I become who I am." If you think about it, it's logical that Barry is there when he becomes Savitar, if he himself is Savitar. Then as Iris starts to talk to Savitar, a really interesting thing happens. Savitar clearly knows Iris very well and he can immediately tell that she is scared. But that's not the most important thing. The biggest clue laid out is when Savitar said to Iris, "I'm sorry that you have to die, but it's either you or me." That leaves me to believe that if he does not kill Iris, Barry won't get pushed over the edge and loses his mind and becomes Savitar in the end. Savitar also said to Barry that he suffered a lot in his life, seeing the death of his mom and dad, but he will never get over the death of Iris. A lot of times I get the question, if Barry is Savitar, why would he kill Iris? I think it's because he wants to torture Barry and push him over the edge. By dissecting the dialogue of this scene, I realized that in retrospect the theory of the Future Flash being Savitar is far more likely than the theory that the time remnant is Savitar. What do you think? Which Barry is Savitar? You can answer in the poll under the eye icon. Did you notice I didn't even give you a possibility to choose someone else from the Team Flash? Do you want to know why? Let's break it down real fast. HR is incapable of doing anything besides motivational talks. Eddie Thorne is dead and does not know that Reverb said to Cisco. Savitar said he always had the speed, so this way Wally can't be it. Also no one besides Barry had the whole time the speed in the Flash TV show, and it said Savitar was the first speedster, and if you think about it, Barry is in regard of the TV show the first speedster, so there's that. Do you think I made my homework, and did you like my deep dive into the analysis of the show? If yes, push the thumbs up button, share with me in the comments what do you think who Savitar is, and don't forget to subscribe and become part of Team Awesome. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video.